Hello, everybody. Good to see you. Tonight, we got a lot of stuff to cover. I even have a special guest waiting behind the scenes to come on and talk to you guys. Uh, Interesting weekend, seriously. I just got to hang out with Markable, our friend from um, the Netherlands, the last couple days. Went out to Portobello, got to go hang out with the old where the pirates used to hang out. And yesterday we were up in the volcano, the hot springs, just enjoying each other's presence and family time, and just a wonderful weekend. But getting back to reality, life has always throwing us curveballs in crypto, and this weekend has been no different. So the first thing I want to cover is what's happening with Opensea, and I'm going to share the screen. So earlier today, Franklin tweeted out, "Good morning. The Opensea team have warned users that the Opensea website and contract may have been compromised. Users' funds are randomly going missing. Please be vigilant. Revoke all the allowances on your wallets via the apps listed on the link below." You can go to the link if you want, but just if you're using MetaMask, just make sure that you don't have Opensea still connected. And this is from Discord, from the actual Opensea team. "We have received an influx of reports that Opensea users' funds have been going missing. We have strong reason to believe that the Opensea website and protocol have been compromised. We are urging all users to cancel all Opensea-related permissions until further notice." All right. That is kind of creepy. So if I were you, I would stop everything you're doing, even my show, even what you're watching right now, and I will go over to your MetaMask wallet or your Aurochs wallet, whatever it is, and cancel all permissions for Opensea. It looks like it's a website that's compromised, not the smart contract, but still, people are losing funds. Earlier, someone like, "Oh, this is fake news." It's moving around now, so it's getting more and more eyeballs on it, and it's kind of freaking me out. So, yeah, Hexhodl says, "Oh wow, take y'all's HSIs off of it. If you got a Hedron HSI contract, make sure you take it off." Yeah, it's a hexploit. Exactly. RH Max says, quarterly reminder to catch up on the crypto security advice on avoiding malicious smart contracts on my blog. He says, "If I was an honored mod hammer guy, I'd share the link." I did give him a mod hammer, but he was gone already, so he didn't get to share his link. It tells you exactly how most crypto exploits work and how to protect yourself. So check out RH Max on Twitter, private message him, whatever, to get that link. Maybe he'll tweet it out so you guys can play with that. Problem Solver says he loves the newsletter. Yeah, check it out. I think I have it under my banners. Let's put it up. Boom. Check out the newsletter is growing so fast, guys. I love you all. Thank you so much. Patreon, our Telegram group is growing and getting more and more interesting by the day. It's just going nuts. Hey, Free Speech, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hey, there's my mom. You went to my favorite spots without me. Yeah, the hot springs are absolutely amazing. Link itself is a scam. Is it, Vladimir? I didn't click on the link. The scam is in the link. Don't revoke anything through it. Yeah, no, never revoke anything through it. Just revoke through your MetaMask itself. Yeah, it's written like a scam post on Twitter, but it's gone viral, guys. So just be careful. Evening Randy is dangerous out there. Yes, it is. Liquid Pop Eric. Black Label says this is why you use condom wallets. Section off your risk levels. Yes. So that's a perfect example why I love Aurochs. If you guys don't know already, check out the Aurochs wallet, because you could run a simulation before you actually do a transaction. It'll tell you whether something's a scam or not. Okay. So bien cuidado. Be careful out there. Refined Hasty Deflation says Opensea has had problems before. Yes, it has. So guys, this is typical. This is something that happens with new technology. Opensea is all about the NFTs. So right now it's mostly the NFT folks that are getting hurt, but we have HSIs, and some people are selling their WhatsApp contracts over there, and so careful. All right. So tonight I have a guest on. His name is Daniel. He's from the Fair Hex team. Last week I was a little bit rough on Fair Hex, and for good reasons, because I thought Dodeca was just rebranded to Fair Hex. It sounded the same, so I jumped to conclusions. And like I said, I make an ass out of you and me because I jumped to conclusions. So tonight I'm going to bring on Daniel. Hey, CryptoSouth, good to see you. And he's going to tell you guys what Fair Hex is all about and how you can participate. You make your own conclusions. I am not here to say yes or no. I'm just going to let him speak and clear the air. All right. So here's Daniel. This is his first time on stream, so be nice, guys. Hey, Daniel.
Hello. Hi, everyone. Thank you for having me on.
No problem. Tell us about yourself first, then tell us about Fair Hex.
Yep. I first entered cryptocurrency a very, very long time ago, and it was basically a friend that approached me and asked me, can you join me? This is my referral link in a program. And so I did him the favor, or he was a friend, or he is a friend. And I thought it's just respectful to verify what he's offering me. And I figured in a couple minutes, it's a scam. It can't be true. But at the same time, I figured in the next 1, 2, 3 days, what actually the paradigm shift means from the conventional systems to crypto. And I thought this could be a solution for, or one of the ways how we can bring more equality to the financial situation in the world, to the common people. Liberalization, all that idealism was actually in the front of my head. And so, yes, I came for the code. And thankfully, most of us, we can afford to stay for what we earn through crypto. And many years later, I found out about Richard Hart, and when he still was a Bitcoin maxi and he was preparing Hex. So I followed that content of him and was very curious. And so I bought within the first 2 weeks. I bought more and more over the first time. And that was the time that Trevon James came to, I think he was in an interview with Richard Hart back then.
That was December 2019.
Yes. And so he presented Chucanair. And I figured that's actually an interesting talk. And I also figured that this is a series of hourglass programs. You pay a fee, entry fee, exit fee, various models. And I got curious and I thought, well, I'm early enough to be that it's beneficial for me. And I became a very enthusiastic participant of the game and in the chat. And suddenly someone said, hey, you're an admin. Oh, really? I couldn't read it in the Telegram chat. So years later, Trevon, I didn't have a bad experience with him. Later on, he opened another BSC program and it was destined to fail. So I took over, not necessarily with the aim to take over, but nobody else was moving. Someone had to take care of things, had to repair it, whatever was to repair. And thankfully, I was working with a very impressive personality who's now in the Xen dev team. And so we actually repaired it together with a coder. We came out with a sustainable program, staking, lottery, whatever, but it's still online. It's still there. No marketing, but it's good. And
so you're talking that you're talking about the Tokenair contract that needed to be reworked?
Not Chucanair. Later on, after Chucanair was successfully already running, Trevor James launched another one as the founder, which is called Hourglass on BSC.
I remember Hourglass, yes.
Yes. So it's still there. Price is not glorious, but it is still there. And it's sustainable for, as long as there are participants, it's fair. It's fair for everyone. And a couple of months ago, the former and actually by Richard Hart, price dev, he approached me and said, Daniel, do you want to come with me as a co-founder for Fair Hex? And I said, yes, whatever it is, I vouch for you. It's interesting, I come. And later on, he presented the program to me, and I thought it's another ingenious program, this time without any fees, nothing to pay, no entry fee, no exit fee, no hidden, nothing. So it was actually very impressive, and I thought that's the state-of-the-art program, what people are looking for in the DApp space nowadays. It is, there are no admin keys. It's open source, LP completely locked permanently. And what we are doing is we offer to HEX stakers who are hesitant for a long-term stake currently. They can stake through our platform. It calls the official hex.com contract, is staking into that very contract. When the stake is locked in, people get their minted fair hex tokens right away transferred to their wallet immediately. We have a total supply of 21 million, and 5 million only can be minted. And that's for we have to bring some liquid means to the market.
That's kind of like the airdrop for the hexagons. The first 5 million
yes,
are minted.
Yes, I hear this term more often. Yes.
Okay.
You can call it an airdrop, but basically
the airdrop only occurs when we stake through the fair hex contract.
Let's call it minting. But yes, we are talking about the same fact. It's a kind of airdrop or minting phase. It's only 5 million that can be minted, or to use the term airdrop, it will be airdropped. In fact, what people get is after 30 days, when they unstake, their hex principal goes right back to their wallet. We can't change the code. It is post police reviewed. It's not an audit, but it's a review. And I can say that more than 90%, I think, except 2 wallets, all of our stakers, they have renewed their stakes, and they seem to be happy, obviously. What we do is, the moment that someone unstakes, the yield goes right to the DEX, hex, fair hex pair, and is converted into fair hex. That, of course, gives buy pressure on our token. And we recommend keep the minted fair hex in your wallet. But what you should do is you receive the fair hex from the hex.com yield. We add a fat bonus and sell it. Because who wants, to be honest, who wants to have a third-party token if you can have hex, right? We are all hexagons. So
what's the benefit to you guys? There's always got to be a benefit to you.
We actually, I like that phrase, and it sounds a little bit too idealistic, but we built the platform that we want to participate on.
Okay.
And we are stakers ourselves.
So the fair hex is, in my opinion, you guys don't have an audit yet, right? There is no audit. You haven't had a contract.
Not yet, no.
Okay. So that's gonna be a red flag for a lot of people, but I understand where you're going with this. So you want to reward people who stake. That's kind of what fair hex is doing. You stake using your platform. It's an extra reward on top of your normal stake rewards.
Exactly.
That's pretty simple. It's just got to get that audit done. Because once the audit's done, and what about the tax team? There's the team that does the audits on our own for our community. Have you looked at that, checking that out?
Excuse me again.
Hey, anybody in the comments, could you put the name of the team that's doing the audits for free? There's a team of people in the Hex community that will look at the smart contracts to see
Pulse
if
Police.
Pulse. There you go, Pulse Police. Yeah,
yes.
Have you guys reached out to Pulse Police yet?
Yes, we have a Pulse Police review, but that's of course not comparable with a official audit.
Right.
Audit is much more complex and looks into the details of the code and if there's any malicious stuff in the code. But a review at least says that the bytecode is correct and is conclusive. Yes, we have that review, and there's one thing what is mentioned in the Pulse Police review. It says when you approve to stake, then our contract is asking for all the hex what the wallet holds. That can be disabled, can be manually changed, but in times of high gas fees, we want transaction fees. Each time that you want to stake, every 30 days, for example, you want to renew your stake, then you would have to approve and pay another $1 or $2. So to reduce that, we say, just approve all the hex if it's fine for you. Otherwise, you change it manually.
Okay, my recommendation would be, if anybody wants to take advantage of Fair Hex, is set up a new wallet. Send your hex to that new wallet that you want to participate with. Don't expose all of your old stakes. That would be the best thing to do for anything that you want to participate that's new. Just in case there's something wrong with the code in the future, we don't know yet, right? I don't have anything against Fair Hex, but codes break. There's shit breaks. We know this. So set up a Virgin wallet and mint it and send hex to it, and then participate in Fair Hex and see how it works out for you. That I would have no problem endorsing that part of it for sure.
I can absolutely underline that and suggest, that's the best idea. Transfer your hex to a new wallet, stake with that wallet, put a little ETH there. What I also would like to mention is Fair Hex holders, they are rewarded with reflection rewards. And me personally, I have a problem, as I heard you saying, I also have a problem with reflection tokens normally, because if that is the core of the whole business model or tokenomics, it's destined to fail. There has to be either some external influx of funds, which is the hex yield. There has to be an external factor, a business model in the core of everything. And to make the wheel round, you can build in reflection rewards. And this is actually in the incentive that we offer. The moment you hold Fair Hex, with every transaction, you get a little hex, not Fair Hex, hex credited to your wallet. And so to do a math example, you're getting, for example, 100, let's say 1 Fair Hex equals 1 hex. Currently it's higher, but 1 hex, 1 Fair Hex. Your hex yield is 100 hex. It is converted into Fair Hex. We are adding currently 38% on top.
Okay. And that's of the 5 million Fair Hex that you have set aside for the rewards?
It's not, no, that is from the total supply, which is locked.
Okay.
Or from the remaining supply, which is 18.5 million currently.
Okay. All right.
And if you want, sell it. Sell it. Keep the minted. Sell it for your hex. The total yield, what you have now, you pay 5% tax, but you already got 38% on top. So sell it. Half of that goes to the LP, is helping to grow the LP over time. And the other 2.5% are distributed to holders.
You got a pretty smart dev to do all that. That's to set that up back to have everything happen automatically. That's pretty cool.
It's a pleasure to work with him.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I mean, this is pretty interesting. I love anything that pays me a little bit extra. ask my followers if they know that Randy's a whore for when it comes to making extra money. I'm one of the first ones to usually jump onto a new project if I think it's good. But I did get burned with Dodeca. When Dodeca launched, I got excited. I saw a few videos. I'm like, oh, I'll do this one. And good thing I didn't lose any money on it. I actually made a couple dollars on it. But I ended up selling like after 2 days because I'm like, man, this doesn't. I did the math in my head. I mean, just a pure reflection token. There's no way this thing's going to last. Then I'm sorry, I jumped to conclusions with you guys. Toucaneers, I have to admit, Toucaneers been around for a long time, and it was a very successful early hex project. Even though I never participated in it, it was successful in its own right. A lot of people had fun with that one, and it was a game. It truly was a game.
Yes, yes.
But yours is more of a. It's not a game. I wouldn't say it's more just, hey,
it's hard to find the definition.
Yeah, look, we want to reward you for staking. Period. I think that's good enough.
One last thing to the team. I would like to mention that with all the respect, I'm not belonging to the people who are talking bad about Trevor and James, but Satoshi, our dev or co-founder or the inventor actually of the program, and me, who's responsible for marketing, community, PR, we are not working with Trevor for Fair Hex. We have taken distance, and for Fair Hex, it has.
So he has nothing to do with it at all. Trevor has nothing to do with this, right? He's totally separate.
Absolutely not. No.
Okay.
He's very much engaged otherwise, and we are otherwise, and we all had our experiences in the detail, but overall, best respect to everyone, and But in this case, we are not working together. Absolutely
All right.
not.
Look, I respect Trevon just because of what the stuff that he's been through, he made a huge mistake back in the early days. He promoted something that was totally garbage, and a lot of people got wrecked. But he did get me back into library credits, and I appreciate. I got in like really cheap and did like 30x on that one. It was thanks to Trevon, and then when he endorsed Hex, and got really big into Hex. Around the same time he was talking about library, I'm like, wow, okay, so he sees this opportunity just like I see it because we both got in day one, and I said, look, if Trevon's looking at this, then there's got to be money to make because this guy does not get anything and doesn't pay him money. that's how Trevon is, right? So yeah, I respect him for that, and yeah, I'm in Zen too. I just don't go around, tooting my horn about Zen. I just tell, look, guys, I mint a couple wallets a month, and maybe someday this lottery ticket will pay off. That's about it.
Yeah.
Well, Daniel, I want to. Any last thoughts before you go, and tell everybody where they can reach out for Fair Hex?
Fair Hack. You better join the Telegram group or our Twitter. We have all links there. Fair Hacks. Just Google it or put it in the search bar at Twitter, and you'll find us.
Yeah, I follow you guys. I was one of the first accounts that followed you. I didn't know what it was. I'm like, what is this? and then I just started
really
seeing
appreciate you having me on and giving the chance actually to put things straight and just how great you are that you admit to it. And
yeah, I made a mistake. I make mistakes, and I'm the first one to tell people I do. So as long as people don't get wrecked, I'm happy.
Same
All right,
here.
Hey guys, this was Daniel's first time on a live stream. Great job.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, cheers. All right, so Fair Hex, there you go, guys. We got to talk to those guys and see what's going on, and cool. You make a decision whether you want to participate or not. If you do it, make sure you set up a new wallet and do that. And yeah, Weber, I'm just fine sticking Hex. Sup, folks? Hey, it is now. I thought you were on you guys talking about fishing. U.S. fishing fleets landed there at times. All hell let loose because there's only the one bar. Yeah. There we go. Why was the contract flagged for asking permission to all Hex? Why was the contract flagged for asking? Well, okay, imagine you have a Hex wallet with all of your stakes, and say you have 100 T shares in there, and then you go and you stake something else, and it asks, hey, I would like to have all permissions for all the Hex that you hold. Then you're getting that app permission to go in, and they could do everything with a smart contract. That's why it was flagged. That's why I recommend, if you're going to do this, you set up a new wallet just in case in the future there's an exploit that can be taken advantage of, and then when the reason why the contract was flagged, then something come in, they could unstake all your stuff. You don't want that. All right, Specs, good evening to you, sir. And by the way, please share that link. I gave you you got your wrench now. Off stream, much appreciated for everything. Z, you are welcome. Hey, Randy and Hexagon. Hi, Steve D. 55, that's right. This was Mon Randy, and I'll drop the security. Keep your stuff links now. Good. Ben Davis, I use revoke.cash to remove permissions. That's another one, revoke.cash. Why does the Contra T need access to all hacks as liquid and stake text? Yeah, that's what we're saying. That's why the contract need access. That's what I just talked about. All right, there's the link for you guys. RH Max blog. Go check it out. Hey, Brendan. 55 every month in 15 years will be a nice amount to get by. Yes, it will. Everything you need to know to protect yourself from malicious contracts and free claims. Yes, go check that out. Hello, everybody. I don't get to join late anymore, but happy to be here. Tea time. Welcome. Hey, Paul. Excited. Thanks so much. I don't have anything on connected sites that said Opensea. Honestly, I really don't know what that is. Opensea is the NFT trading platform, the famous one. So if you're not trading NFTs, you're probably good to go. Everyone's saying 9 RH Max. Being that these are short stakes, wouldn't this help increase the T-share rate? Absolutely, two warriors. Absolutely. Short stakes are great for pumping that T-share rate. You're good then. Opensea is a site where NFTs are traded. If you've never connected your wallet, no worries. Yeah, I have one wallet that's connected that I use for NFTs over there. If it gets exploited, it gets exploited, I guess. It's not like those NFTs are worth anything. Would Hedron be mintable? That's a good question. We'll have to ask that on Twitter. So if you stake through the Fair Hex contract, would the Hedron be mintable? It's a really good question. Let's check into it. Every heard someone thought, don't be on my side. Hey, Iceman, appreciate you. You got the little cartoon. That's awesome. Iceman. Nice integrity, Randy, making up to the guys for the slip. Yeah, I messed up. And could we get an official link posted up for Fairhawks just in case we all end up in a dodgy site? Yeah, sure. So let me do that right now. I'm going to give you their Twitter account. This can't be it. Jeez, really? I think I might be following a bad one too. This is the one that goes to their Telegram. All right. Go to the Telegram, make sure it's the real deal, okay? All right. No AMA with the face of the Fair Hex project. No AMA with the face of the Fair Hex project. What do you mean, Paul? Oh, you mean with the developer? Daniel is the marketing PR side. Christopher, welcome. Randy, won't the excuse me, Warrock's wallet show if it's a legitimate contract to interact with for Fair Hex? Absolutely, two warriors. That's like your first line of defense, but you still want an audit in the future. I'd probably wait for that. He did awesome for his first live stream. Yeah, he did. Especially since English is not his first language. He did a great job. Howdy, Christopher. Guys, it's great getting all these airdrops for your hex stakes, but just keep in mind that your hex will more than likely outperform any of them. Do your own due diligence. Yeah, that's right, Brendan. The thing is, though, I mean, you're going to get free money. Randy loves free money. And I'm pretty open about it. Bonjour, CJ. Excuse me. I do not know what's going on, but there's so many French in Panama right now. Markable and I were out at we were in Portobello with my wife and his girlfriend, my son. We're at the old forts in Portobello, and there was a whole busload of Frenchmen. And my wife jokingly said to one of the guys, she goes, "Hey, are you from Quebec?" And no, we were French. It was so funny. She goes, oh, I'm sorry. I don't want to offend you. Because, excuse me, we're so used to seeing Canadians in Panama, not Frenchmen, right? So then yesterday we were out at El Valle, which is in the middle of the country, up in an old volcano. We're at the hot springs, and I walked up and I'm touching the water to see how warm it is. And the couple that were sitting in one of the pools, I said, "Hey," I said, "How's the water?" in Spanish to them. And they spoke back to me in English with a French accent. I'm like, "Are you from France?" I'm like, why are so many people from France in Panama right now? Oh man. Pulse light is that's still glowing a little bit. It's struggling. Hey, Tiber. It's a cool fish. He's got a personality. Thank you, problem solver. The light's okay. I'll fix it. I'll put new batteries in it tomorrow night. Yep. There wasn't an AMA by any means, guys. It was just I wanted to come in. I wanted to apologize to the Fair Hex team for my mistake on Friday or Thursday. What? I'm up What up? I'm late. I'll catch up. All right, bright light. What else could go wrong? Exactly, TFM. Yeah. Hear any crew checking in late? Clint drones. I might just take my hex in Texan. Yeah. The thing is, we have so many options. We have so many options of how to do things in hex. Why do I like famous? Martin Luther, let me tell you. I want to tell you a story about a platform called GMX. GMX is on Ethereum. GMX has been one of the top performing assets in crypto during this bear market. GMX is a leverage trading platform on Ethereum that people are absolutely falling in love with. And Famous is an exact copy of GMX that is coming to Pulse Chain. So if you want to do leverage trading, if you want to leverage Hex, if you want to leverage Pulse Chain, you're going to be able to do that using Famous. So check it out. Get excited. I know I am. When Pulse launch? The hell if I know, man. I have no idea. People are getting excited that we could be a week away or a couple days away from a version 3 launch. We'll see. Care less about NFTs, so Opensea getting exploited means nothing. TFM, yeah, but it means a lot to some people, you know. Roberto Duran, man, he's my neighbor. He actually lives. I'm in a building like there's an open lot next to us where they do like food trucks, and then another building. So 2 buildings down, then Roberto Duran lives there. So he's my neighbor. Everyone calls the street Calle Duran because he lives on this street, and his statue is at the corner on this side. So yeah, Roberto Duran's my neighbor. And sometimes we go to his restaurant, his son's restaurant. He's got a little a fish, like a food truck where he sells fish and stuff. What's up, friends? Blackaroni. Just see all the tourists. They all go by his house. They're all taking the selfies in front of his house. It's so funny. The guys you do not know, the Hands of Stone, man. That's Roberto Duran. He fought. Geez, gosh darn it. Geez, who did he fight? So there were some really good fights. I'm sorry. It's from the 80s. And also, if you haven't seen the movie Hands of Stone, I recommend seeing it. That's a movie about Roberto Duran. My favorite boxer ever. Oh, really? TFM. That's awesome. Lucky Mincher won't be a fork of Opensea. What happened, Christopher? I thought that was a fork of Opensea. Yes, he fought Sugar Ray Leonard. That's who he fought. Yeah. Okay, explain that to me. I'm confused now. Bizarre. I totally thought it was going to be a fork of Opensea. Well, if it's not, whatever. Okay, so there's another piece of news I want to share with you. Let me pull it up first. All right, this is very important news for all of us. Breaking: SWIFT will no longer process fiat currency transfers from bank accounts to cryptocurrency exchanges with a value of less than $100,000 after February 1st. Sorry, guys, I'm still not 100% recovered from my cough. The move will thwart crypto access to tens of millions of people worldwide. I think this is pretty dramatic what they're saying. The actual article's here. It says exclusive SWIFT payments network access cut to crypto exchanges. An extraordinary decision involving the global SWIFT payments network could have widespread implications on cryptocurrencies. Asia markets can reveal banks, including New York Signature Bank, will no longer process fiat currency transfers to cryptocurrency exchanges with a value of less than 100K via the SWIFT network, effective February 1st. The move will thwart cryptocurrency access to potentially thousands of customers. One of the first crypto giants to notify users of the development this weekend has been the world's largest exchange, Binance. The banking partner that services your account has advised that they are no longer able to process SWIFT fiat USD transactions for individuals with less than 100,000. This is the case for all their crypto exchange clients, said Binance. Please be advised that until we are able to find an alternative solution, you may not be able to use your bank account to buy and sell crypto with USD via SWIFT. Excuse me. They keep saying SWIFT. Okay, that's the part. I mean, if you're just using a credit card to buy, it's not SWIFT. So that's when you're doing a wire transfer. Dear Binanceans, we are writing to let you know about a change that may affect your Binance services. The banking partner that services your account has advised that they are no longer able to process SWIFT. Oh, goodness. Transactions for individuals less than 100,000 USD as of February 1st. This is the case for all their crypto clients. Please be advised that until we are able to find an alternative. Okay, it's just repeating the same stuff. Update from Binance. In a statement to Asian markets, Binance has confirmed at this stage it will only be Signature Bank customers affected by the move. Okay, so it's just Signature Bank. So I wouldn't worry that too much unless you use Signature. You should be good to go. So, but this is a sign, in my opinion, that there's going to be a lot more regulation and a lot more fear from the banks that they are threatened by crypto. They don't want to see crypto succeed, so they're going to make it difficult for you to participate in crypto. Still, the best way, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to tell you the same thing I tell everyone, peer-to-peer. Peer-to-peer is the way to go. Exactly. How funny this announcement comes during the WEF meetings. Exactly, Warhammer. Oh, it's a copy of Looks Rare. Great. Looks Rare is awesome. Thomas Hearns. We're talking about boxers here. This is when I was a kid. Sugar Ray, Hagler, Tommy Hearns, Roberto fought them all. He sure did. And he's just, he grew up in the port, where I was today. We were at the Lunar New Year today, the Chinese New Year, having some fun. And we were in his old stopping grounds where he used to box when he was a kid. 150 companies. Goodness. 750 people from the U.S. attending WF. Yeah, man. People are simping on the WF is disgusting to me. Disgusting. You mentioned recently Hedron not really being a good airdrop because it costs more to mint than it's worth. What is the sign of a good airdrop? What airdrops do you avoid and why? You mentioned recently Hedron not really a good airdrop. It's a good airdrop. It's just that most people, they have to wait a long time to get their Hedron to make it worthwhile. You have to have a pretty good amount of T-shares to make it worthwhile to get it. So a good airdrop is something that's worth it more than the money that you spend to mint it. This is bugging me. That's a hole forming in my T-shirt. Nice. Yep. Piss on the WF. That's right. Hey, Randy, do you think we're still in a bull trap? Absolutely, Ryan. Absolutely. I'm about to pull up the charts in a second. And I saw this JG Muffman. I don't know what VRA is. I'm sorry, I passed over that because I didn't know what VRA is. Hedron is earned by stakeholders of Hex. Yep, absolutely. No Ricola advertisement. I got him right here. Ricola. Changeling and Change Now about to get a lot more business. Yes, they are, Paul. Yes, they are. I tell you, decentralization is the key. DeFi is going to kill it in this next bull run because they're going to shut down our on and off ramps. And then I'm going to get a lot of you guys coming to visit me in Panama because you're going to use Panama as your on and off ramps. Huge simp. Yes, it's like they found the golden goose or golden arch, something. Yep. Is there any reputable peer-to-peer crypto platforms? How does it work for beginner balances or bigger balances? The same as the small balances. You just have to find people that are willing to do larger amounts. Like we have guys here that regularly do transactions $10,000 to $20,000. I know people that'll do transactions $100K. It's all what you want to get done. So I can't speak for other places. I live in Panama. This is just the rules that we have. The worries that you guys have, I do not have. You got to figure out a way. Hey, Alan. What's up, Brandy? Where are you at these days? I'm here every night, man. Sunday through Thursday. I'm out here spreading the good word. PLSX and PLS will be out soon. Everything will be come by Randy. Yeah. What? He's back in Mexico. Enjoy your time, man. Come on down to Panama. Markable I've been spending the whole weekend with Markable. He's here and he's traveling today. Tomorrow he's traveling north to the western, actually west to the western part of the country to see some family. Made a video shortly after first launching a project that he can't actually fork OpenSea. However, will be similar and have better functionality. Yeah, Looks Rare is way better than OpenSea. Ability. Randy, if I come to Panama, can you show me the ropes? Absolutely, TDM. I do it all the time. Our old company was called VIP Panama Tours. So when you're hanging with us, you get the exclusive, the good shit. Come to Panama, be careful what you wish for. Yeah, a lot of people are coming, man. You guys won't believe it. They're just since the end of November, we've had 3 people show up that are Hexicans. Jalisco, nice. Jalisco. We never made it to Jalisco. I was living in Acapulco, and we lived in Acapulco and Mazatlan, and we visited San Miguel, de Allende, plus Mexico City. We spent about a month in Mexico City. Loved it. Loved Mexico City. Hey, Frenchie made bullies. How we doing, fam? Let's go. That's right. All right, let's pull up those charts. I know you guys want to see the charts. If you received my my newsletter that we put out this morning, you would have saw I went over last night what's going on. I'm going to get rid of this banner. And you would have seen the interesting things that are happening with crypto. This is Bitcoin on the weekly. Still have a green Orex indicator. The MA and the SMA are still widening. The gap between the two is widening. The demand index is over 0, so that tells you that the trend is continuing. Last time the demand index was over 0, like really over 0, was November 2021. So is the bull market here? I don't think so. I think this is just a fake out. But if it stays here through May, yeah, it just signified the end of the bear. Do I think it's going to stay going up? No. I think we're going to come back down. We'll test again. We'll probably come back down to the 17s. And I know Richard says 11K and pray. We do have some serious FUD going on in the crypto right now. So maybe that's what will cause the big drop that Richard's looking for. On the daily, we do have a red Orex indicator right now. The red MA, our SMA just crossed over the green. So negative. And this is very positive. The DI just so high. And this is positive that the fear and greed is actually leaning heavily to, not heavily, but leaning towards greed. So this is a good sign. So maybe we're starting to turn. But like I told you guys months ago, we might have a battle going on. If we go back to the weekly, it might be red, then green, then red, then green, then red, then green, and just sticking right around here until greens break out and we head higher for a while. Let me see if the monthly's working yet. I told the team, please fix it. No. We did go green last month. The historical chart for Bitcoin and Ethereum is not working. Hex is working fine, but for some reason, Bitcoin and Ethereum are not. All right, here's the weekly for Ethereum. Also, the green crossed over here. For the MA, SMA, and we have a green Orex indicator here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 weeks. The demand index is well over 0. That's very positive. And we're in the greed section of the fear and greed. So, man, this is all positive. Every single signal is positive right now. That's good to see. Through the daily. But like Bitcoin, we got a confirmation of the red Orex indicator yesterday telling you that Ethereum is likely to take a rest over the next couple of days. So looking forward to that. Let's get Ethereum to get a pullback. We'll see. Remember, we're going into today's Sunday, so tonight is the new moon. Usually we have a couple more days until we start going bearish. All right, going into the full moon. I know I sound psycho when I talk about the moons, but for those of you guys who understand what I'm talking about, you get rewarded. So Hex on the monthly, we're 3 months into a green, and we just barely we're riding the line for this month. Hex has not decided whether it's going to be bearish or bullish. We would love to see that go bullish, and just to start to show us that we're finally going to go into what we want to see, a nice bull cycle for Hex. We just crossed the green over the red, so that's very cool. So bullish, bullish. So the demand index and the fear and greed are still fighting to make a decision here. Let's go on the daily. Daily looks kind of fugly. Like I said, the demand index doesn't want to do anything. The greed is starting to come back for Hex a little bit. That's cool. DO1 caused this. If DO1 didn't come in and wreck the chart, we'd probably be looking really good right now. We'll probably be at 3 cents, but he had a lot of Hex he wanted to get rid of. Bye-bye, Felicia. All right, Hedron. Hedron on the weekly. Not doing much. We're at 50138. And on the daily, still have a sell signal for the RX indicator. I thought that Hedron would pump a little bit better here, but this is interesting. So I did want to show you guys one other thing regarding Hedron. Alex tweeted this. I thought this was really cool. After doing some more math, this wallet stake makes up 5.55%, 5.555% of the pool. What a fun number. So this guy, it might be the OA. I'm not quite sure. This guy sold over 300 HSI hex stakes to the ICOSA contract, multiple millions of hex. He generated 1.3 million ICOSA, which he then immediately staked. 360-day minimum stake length, roughly 5% of the staking pool is actually 5.555%. It's very interesting to actually hit the exact number. That's why I think it might be associated with the OA, but very cool. Let's pull up Deck Screener really quick and look at the price of ICOSA. Almost 55 cents. So ICOSA's had a nice little recovery. This is on the daily chart. Let's look at the 4 hour. There we go. Get a little bit of fire. I love ICOSA. Someone just came in and they diluted me. Who else is feeling the dilution? I don't want to be diluted. Somebody just came in and just 5% of the market's theirs. Bam, just like that. I can transfer ETH to my Litecoin Visa card. There you go, Hexforce One. Yeah, Mexico City was the shit. That was the best part of Mexico. My wife loved it. RH is silent for 4 days. That's a good sign. I like a man who's building stuff to go silent. Randy, do you believe after the next bull run, Hex will ever go back down to 2-3 cents? No, BB System. No. It's more like it goes up, then it finds a new level, right? Then it goes up and it finds a new level. That's how it works. It's just like, look at the Ethereum chart. Look at the Bitcoin chart. I'm so confident in Hex. I think Hex is going to do something similar to what they did. And after it takes off, we'll never see 3 seconds again. Yeah, I don't think we ever will. No, not unless there's a big problem or, God forbid something happens to Richard. Why was the Bitcoin feeling lonely? Because all of its friends were altcoins. I don't think it's the OA. Someone would have told us already. It's possible. Yeah. Maybe even Alex would have told us, right? But I mean, I don't mind if it was. That's a serious amount of ICOSA. Serious amount. So someone took a bunch of Hex, they staked it. They took the stakes, turned them into HSIs. They made the HSIs, wrapped them, and turned them into what's it called? NFTs. Then they sold the NFTs to the ICOSA contract. And they got 5.555% of the supply of ICOSA. Holy crap. That's some baller. That's some baller money. I was talking with Markable, and both of us are super, super excited at what's going to happen to ICOSA on this next bull run. I'm hoping it just goes whack. This goes bonkers. That'll be very cool. All right. So, guys, my throat is really bothering me tonight. I guess I'm not 100% yet. So I'm going to cut it a little bit short tonight, but I'm glad I got through all the news. So first thing was Swift payments. It looks like if you're using that bank, what was it called again? Let's get the right name here. Where was it? Oh, geez. Signature Bank. So if you're using Signature Bank to do transfers, they're going to make you do minimum $100,000. All right. On top of that, we have the issue with the Opensea. So be careful with Opensea right now. Go in and use revoke.cash or go right into your MetaMask wallet and revoke all permissions from Opensea to make sure you guard your wallet. Just do whatever you can to protect yourself. Read the article that RH Max put into the chat, and it'll help you along. Okay. So I'll see everyone tonight or tomorrow night. Oh, thank you, Corey. Thank you. I'll be in the Telegram, the Patreon Telegram, if you guys want to chit chat. The TV will be watching me. SA perhaps same address was already to Icosa State. Okay, Mudhog. That could be true too. That could be. Mr. Rock Jockey. All right. See me, I feel better. Well, thanks, guys. I feel good. It's just that my throat is so scratchy. All right, I appreciate all you guys, everything you do. Come join us in the Patreon if you can. If you can't, check out my latest newsletter. You could click the link right on my Twitter and join the email newsletter and check out the latest blog. Maybe you don't have the money to join the Patreon, but I believe in working to be part of it too. All right. So cheers.